learning about elimination using addition and subtraction. Elimination is a good word for this because you are trying to eliminate one of the variables in order to solve for the other variable. So we're going to combine both equations. So what I mean by that is in this first equation, you've got negative 3x plus 4y equals 12. And in the second one, we have 3x minus 6y equals 18. Obviously, these are two separate equations. So what's good about this is that this one is already negative 3x and positive 3x. So when we combine, I like to say we need to combine these, and you base that on their signs. So basically you're adding these. So negative 3x plus 3x, because it's positive, that will be eliminated. Then 4y minus 6y is negative 2y. And 12 plus 18, because they're both positive, equals 30. So to solve for the y, I'm going to divide both sides by a negative 2, and I get y equals negative 15. So that's one answer. Now, what I do with that is I'm going to take the negative 15 that I found, and I'm going to plug it into one of the original equations. It does not matter which one. So I'm just going to do the first one. So I've got negative 3x plus 4y, and instead of the y, I'm going to put the negative 15 that we found equals 12. So we've got negative 3x. 4 times negative 15 would be negative 60 equals 12. And then I'm just going to solve for the x. So I am going to add 60 to both sides. When I do, that is eliminated, and I get 3x equals 72. And to solve for the x, just divide both sides by 3, or negative 3. So I get x equals, it would be negative 24. So my final answer to this is a coordinate is negative 24, comma, negative 15, because this is my x and this is my y. And that's it. Now, if I graph those, that means that that is the point, negative 24, negative 15 is the point that they would both intersect. My next problem, they're wanting me to change this from a verbal expression to algebraic expression. So I've got 4 times one number, so I'm going to say 4 times x, minus 3 times another number, y, is 12. And the second sentence, it says 2 times the first number, so 2x, added to 3 times the second number, or y, is 6. So there, you see I've got both equations. So now I'm going to solve these. When I combine, my y's would be eliminated because I've got negative 3y plus 3y, so that's eliminated. So I'm left with 4x plus 2x is 6x. 12 plus 6 is 18. So all I have to do to solve for x is divide by 6, and I get x equals 3. So then I'm going to take what x equals, 3, and I'm going to plug it into one of the equations that I'm given. So I'm just going to do it with the first one. It does not matter which one you plug it into. So 4x, or 4 times 3, minus 3y equals 12. So 4 times 3 is 12, and minus 3y equals 12. So if I solve for the y, I'm going to subtract both sides by 12, and I get negative 3y equals 0. And if I divide both sides by a negative 3, I get y equals 0. So my coordinate answer in this problem is 3 for x and 0 for y. So that is my answer. Okay, in this last problem, we have 4x plus 2y equals 28 and 4x minus 3y equals 18. What you can see with this one is that both of those 4x's are positive, and that's not going to eliminate. That if I do that, it's not going to be eliminated. So what I need to do, I need one of these to be a positive 4x and one to be a negative 4x. So I can achieve that by multiplying either one of the equations by a negative 1. I just choose the second one. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite the first equation. 4x plus 2y equals 28. And then I'm going to work out the second one, distributing that negative 1. So I've got negative 4x plus 3y equals negative 18. And again, I did that so that in this step right here, I will have a positive 4x and a negative 4x so that it's eliminated right there. Then 2y plus 3y is 5y. 28 minus 18 is 10. I'm going to go ahead and solve for y by dividing both sides by 5, and I get y equals 2. So again, you can go back into either equation and plug that in. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to plug it in the first one just because. So I've got 4x plus 2 instead of y. We know that y equals 2, and that equals 28. So I've got 4x plus 4 equals 28. So I'm going to solve for x by subtracting both sides by 4. So I get 4x equals 24. Divide both sides by 4, and I get x equals 6. So my final answer, x equals 6 and y equals 2. So the coordinate 6, 2 is my final answer.